ever and ever, forever and ever. Oh wait, we're live. Hello there, viewers. Silent Service here, back with more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French, and not content with having their entire navy destroyed by me, the Imperial Japanese Navy has returned with more ships, some from somewhere, and I already know they had destroyers under construction that came out of construction after the battle in which I destroyed the entire Imperial Japanese Navy. But, yeah. They've sent destroyers after Vikeli Mikhail, Devastator, Peugeot Type 1, pretty much every surviving undamaged capital ship from from our last engagement. Hey! Sort your formation out. Okay, what's the cruise speed of these guys? 18. Let's bring you down to your cruise speeds then. Now, I've made sure that the torpedoes were turned off, so we'd only be using gunfire of our own, because our torpedoes could still have a use in other engagements after this, and I'm not entirely sure if your torpedoes reload, if you get my meaning. I don't know whether or not they reload with fleets that are out at sea after a battle has been completed where the torpedoes have been fired. That is something that I will need to do some testing for to actually figure out myself. But hell, this is actually the first time any of my destroyers have majorly gone into frontline stuff for a while, actually. Or thinking about it, it's more the second, because the last battle as well, I made use of them, so. Yep, naval invasion. Naval invasion. I'm forgetting which fleet is which now. This is just something I'll be sorting out once once things get quieted down a little. I'm gonna focus on big guns and try and get some Mark IIIs on the way for bigger guns. Got modern cruisers on the way, that's good. They're in a year. Oh yeah, we got our naval invasions, got our conquests going on. Now, again, Again, I've had a situation happen with the game that has led to me being thankful for the backup saves I do and everything. Avocado, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh, face cam. Ew. Ah. Question, do you now just purposely wait until I'm streaming when you're still awake to start doing your dishes? You know what I do find hilarious, Avocado? Mentioning dishes, my upcoming excuses that is going to be for lesser streams, aka me getting a job, is also dishes. Yeah, basically kitchen portering work is essentially a glorified dishwashing person. Ooh. The Persian type ones are good, but they're not up against other battleships. Good. They're cruiser killing. Good. Yeah, 1 of 6 turns there, 2 of 5 there. Finally, things are updating. Mr. Destroyer going to Saigon. We got some of our repairs completed, so we're only leaving Richelieu and Martel there. I do probably want to make a new destroyer soon. I'm going to wait for that new boiler tech, and then we will be doing a new destroyer. TNT free. That's great news. Speaking of my job, I have had to quickly send an email off to the recruitment person because I was supposed to have been receiving an email from the training provider to fill out more stuff that needs to be filled out, but I haven't received that yet. Right, 2 more turns. Oh, also, Avocado, if you... I, made sure to be prepared today with snacks. So no going off camera suddenly for snacks, only for bathroom breaks. I got myself a whole bunch of roasted peanuts. Yes, they are cheaper than what you could get on a low-cost carrier airline like Ryanair. Don't quote me on that. I haven't flown low-cost air carriers at all. Honestly, I haven't flown in any circumstances that I would remember. Full stop. There was a trip to Spain I did with my grandparents many years ago, but I was too young to remember it. I just know it happened, and I don't remember specific details other than... Well, I distinctly remember we flew on an EasyJet A320. So, okay, my flight experience is with low-cost carriers. Your example of Ryanair / EasyJet, that's like two major low-cost carriers here in Britain. Your example, I'd say, is like AirAsia. I know for a fact they're a lot safer than using shipping in your country. What ships could I mention? Donia Paz? Well, actually, anything to do with Salpicio lines. Philippine Airlines, one of the only airlines to have a bomb explode on a 747 and have that 747 land. Fun fact. Yeah, I think it was back in the 80s, one of Philippine Airlines is, here's the thing, it was very close to not being that. Yes, it was an international flight. Funny thing is, the person who did the bomb did research on the 747s. It's like, this specific seat would be over the center wing fuel tank and it'll blow up the entire airplane and kill everyone. They cheated death because the way that the seating was set up on that particular 747 meant that that seat was one row ahead of the center wing fuel tank instead of at the center wing fuel tank, and so the bomb exploded and damaged the aircraft and did unfortunately kill the passenger who had taken that seat after the person who placed the bomb left. But the actual plane itself was able to land it on Okinawa, actually. At the airport in Naha, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I heard the story, or researched the story of Philippine Airlines 434, so I could be saying a couple things wrong about its history, but yeah, congratulations, your country's flag carrier is one of the few, the only bomb explosion on a 747 mid-flight to land without breaking into many pieces and killing everyone on board. Interestingly enough, that aircraft actually returned to service, although it only returned to service as a cargo plane. It never returned to service as in like passenger revenue service. It went to cargo and stayed as a cargo jet. All you guys into Camaric Bay. Okay, what? Okay, if you're saying that we're not capacitated enough for that invasion, we send more ships. But yeah, like I said, air travel in the Philippines has actually been a lot safer than shipping through my knowledge. Especially as you guys have the tragic distinction of the deadliest peacetime ship disaster in history. Right, I'm having everyone start to port up now, and we are going to be... But when I say everyone port up, I mean everyone but those at sea at this invasion. Again? Huh? Where did a lot of our tonnage there just go? What? We just had our tonnage disappear from there. One thing I find funny in this country, at least at my local Tesco's, a milkshake thing carton like this, a 1 litre carton like this, is cheaper than like a, I think it was 250 milliliter bottle? Like, you know, one of those like convenient ones that you can drink while on the move easily. One of those was more expensive than this 1 litre carton. That's just... That's just a weird fact about retail stuff I'm putting out there. There's they price the convenient stuff higher than the inconvenient stuff, and then people won't care because they think, oh, this is convenient stuff. So okay, for some reason it's now teleported one of my ships out. What the? I don't know what sort of voodoo magic that the game is causing right now, but vessels. Yes. Go on, game. Finish building new ships and giving me my... Ah. Right. Still in this particular building new ships loading screen. Hurry the fuck up, game! Yes, your AI designer sucks and so must take multiple refreshes of a singular ship design on a singular hull to actually work, but... Could you please just actually work and not be doing this? Thank you. No, it isn't. Don't make me shut you. Don't make me uninstall you, Dreadnoughts. Don't make me uninstall you. I will uninstall you. Usually threatening the software with uninstallation works. Mark III 9-inch guns. Finally. Do I have anyone that I can send who hasn't already been sent? Artemis. Go. Anyone here? No. I have a condensate there. Well, why didn't game say so? Okay. Another condensate. Well, I finally found where La Fortune is. Mirzal Kabir doesn't have anything of use to me. Dakar, no, 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 no. What is one of my new republics doing in that bloody Africa? I did not order you to follow what the Toto song says and bless the rains down in Africa. That one is meant to be there, so I'm not going to complain about Type 1C, but... Oh, and Portugal's also attacking. Okay. Oh, there's a fleet meeting. Who, what, when, where, how. Right, we're still going to try and finish crushing Portugal. Britain and Germany have clashed. Oh yeah, Avocado, I put that webcomic you sent over into my Webtoons library, and I'll be begin to read it once my phone is completely charged. We're still in a building new ships screen. Come on, game! Don't make me have to resort to threatening to uninstall you again. 'Cause I will! Although it always knows I'll come back, even if I do uninstall it. Avocado, if you're here, anything interesting you want to talk about? Or anything you just want to talk about in general? Whilst we are waiting. Ah, you're still doing them. Okay. Wait, what's your least favourite thing to wash up dishes? Mine is coffee strainers. Oh, look, finally, the peace deal. No. Ooh! Formosa, please. We'll also take the entire Imperial Japanese Navy while we're at it. Thank you for more light cruisers. The Yoshino class is actually shit. We're not... But at least the Imperial Japanese Navy's no longer a problem. When you say I'm working, then you know what? Screw this. Artemis, Montcalm, Condorcet, you guys, La Rochelle. You guys into port with funny name. You guys. Toulon. And then you guys, Le Havre. The game and its bloody invasion mechanics are just... Okay, Mark II 18's there. Mark III 9s. Modern cruise. I was going to do that new destroyer. That's what is next. haven't had that well, from what you are describing it as, unpleasant thing just yet. Light cruiser, when did we get this? Okay, we got our next light cruiser build now. Oh, look at me. I said we'd be building a bloody destroyer, and now look. Now look, we're doing a light cruiser. Consistency for you. I am the most consistent person with things like this you'll ever find, viewers. Not really. I am very inconsistent. Okay, 7.7-inch guns as the main armament in ABX placementing. Coincidence for range finding. Two sets of torpedoes. And then two sets of single 2-inch guns as secondaries. Yet the torpedoes are in place. Electrohydro, shaft 2. Um, 21-inch torpedo tubes, and I'm gonna just go with one set of twins. One set of wing-mounted twins on the side. That should do it, right? Well, it will do it. There's going to be no such thing as deck extendeds. Superstructure and conning tower are going to be the same as the rest of the ship's armor. 0.5, nothing, and nothing. 4, 1.5. Okay. .32 knots of top speed. Light cruiser completed. Now I will do the destroyer. Yes, you can. The Peugeot type. The Peugeot type 5, I think we're on. Yeah, we're on type 5. Now, do you want modern or do you want Destroyer 4? Destroyer 4, you could actually fit in a queue, if you want to. But that's... Okay, Destroyer 4. Essentially 5.9-inch guns, okay. Yet the essentially 6-inch. We could call it 6-inch, okay? Yep. Funnel. Well, there's the smallest one of that, and then there's the biggest one. Biggest one. It looks the best in place there. Induce, geared, funnel, and then secondary tower. You're stuck with that regardless of everything. Okiddly dokiddly. Okay. Yeah, let's see if it'll fit our 6-inch gun. We can only fire to starboard. Okay, let's check the mid-size. Mid-size works. Okay, tower's got to go there, as that's really big as that one goes. That's how forward does it go, sorry. The ship's as long as it can go. Oh, the guns, sorry. The guns. I'll get them up to 45s and then see how... No. Yeah, you're going to need the largest. I was right about something. Okay, trying 50. We can't go to 50. It seems that everyone other than the Americans has problems with 50 cals. I'm just camera. Rather irritating spot. Right. No, sorry. That logic only works with the 6-inch part. It doesn't work with the length part. Sorry. Abysmal. The guns are smaller than I am. Oh no! Okay, so torp x torp, right. Torp. Would that work? Okay, no reloads as this is a destroyer. Oh. Oh, I see. Right, there. Torp X torp. And then this torpedo can fire completely out the rear as well. I don't know how rear firing would work because it... Is this torpedo like on a rail system so it can slide back and launch off the stern or something? We have a little mild problem here. That problem being, hold on a second. Compression. Starting compressions. Compressions have failed. Patient is dead. Okay. I'm definitely vetoing you on any armor schemes just because I need this. We need this thing to actually float properly. Oh, sorry. I forgot you were a medical student. I will avoid that. Oh, hold on. We don't need to resort to the lighter towers just yet. We're not resorting that bad. We're not looking for that bad of a resort. We're not Papa Roach. We don't need our this isn't our last resort just yet. Something more 35 knots. There, notch of range. It works! It works! Oh, cutting to cramped. It works! It works. More speed than 35 knots? Are you insane? Right. 36 is as fast as this ship will be going. Or else we have to sacrifice more stuff. Dun 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 dun! 9! The Peugeot Type 5 is fine! Peugeot Type 5 is fine! Oh god, I misspelled Peugeot there. Done! Destroyer's done! Destroyer's done! We got as much speed as we can fit! We got as much speed as we can fit, sir. Sorry. Right, cruisers. 12 of them. We need to replace all current cruisers. Peugeots. 35 of you. Good. Go. Sorry, Mad Admiral Clarkson, but we have enough speed. Speed and power. The speed and power is fine. We don't need more, okay? Hold on us. Yes, you can get it on one of the more modern ones, but not this one. Not this one, matey. Because it would have too much sacrifices. Mostly because probably you would have to downgun a 3.1 inch. Well, that could have actually been a good option. Down gun to 3.1 inch, and then... Yes, I did hear that. Yes, I did hear that. And do you expect these destroyers to be in service by the time that by the apparently 45 knot carriers are in service? I don't expect it. Right, everyone, good news! You are all limited. Oh hey, Gabions! Good news! You're all being mothballed and set for retirement. All light cruiser, all Milan class light cruisers. Good news! You're being mothballed and set for retirement. Set for retirement or further service. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but, no 1920s destroyer lasted in active service by the time that the carriers that can apparently go 45 knots were all commissioned and stuff, so... I'm saying active service because I think there is a surviving destroyer out there that's hold on a second, let me just find out. No, none of the American destroyers. Yeah, we should. We should. Don't ask me, son, how I have lasted over 200 years to serve this navy, but I have done. But then, if they do something like that, they are most certainly going to have to add missiles. Because... yeah, I don't see any other feasible way to go about things without adding in missiles. Okay, some decent news on the home front. We don't need so much crew training to be done right now. The Gabions are getting sold off. The Milans aren't getting sold off into any more foreign service. They are dead. These guys, however, mothball, and they're going to get sold off into foreign service. We're using the 7.7-inch guns from the Milan class refits in the new cruisers, okay? Advanced electrohydro turrets, we're ahead on that tech. Please start giving me more Mark III big guns, please. I need them. That sounds so wrong, avocado. Service easy. Oh god, no. Yeah, close-in weapon systems. Those would be useful. I'm actually thinking about it, avocado. I'm gonna see if I can, for the Naval Art Workshop, find a pre-war era, pre-World War II era destroyer on the workshop, and maybe make a destroyer in that reality that actually does last into the age of the missiles. It most certainly won't be able to fit VLSs on it because it would be too short. It won't have enough draughts to do it, but Mark 310s, that is a good thing. Okay, so those guys are getting sold, which now means that the next upgrade is Condorcet. I don't want to upgrade Condorcets right now. Oh yeah, Gabions are gone, or going, so Gabion refit design is no more. Turn next. I'm actually now curious what on paper 1920s this era destroyer design, like what 1920 era destroyer design that was built on paper could feasibly have not only survived into the age of the missile era, but then also be feasibly refit in the missile era. I'm going to need to do a lot of research into destroyers that were built in the 1920s. When were the tribals? I'm going check the tribal club, the World War II era tribe. IBL. Tribal class destroyer. Damn it, they're 36. Preceded by the I class. I'm looking for British destroyers now. Now the I class is too modern. G and H class too modern. E and F too modern. C. We're looking like on the later end of the scale, the A and B class for British destroyers. Then you've got like Amazon, which is a prototype destroyer. Well, and another prototype for the A and B type destroyers. You'd actually be looking at more the VW destroyers if you want something that's the VWs or the Shakespeares for the British side of things, at least. Wicks and Clemsons. Those could also be decent ones, I think. We just got modern cruisers. Still waiting on those better 10s, but we just got modern cruisers, which means, well, modern cruisers. Not new light cruisers, because we just got a whole bunch of new light cruisers in the construction yards. So yeah, we just built something on the 5. The 6 is essentially the same. Modern Light 1, oh, that's the copy-paste. Modern Heavy 1 is also the copy-paste. And yeah, that's the hull I said I wouldn't be using. So our next battleship will be a modern type 1, but then I want to wait till better mark big guns. Yeah, essentially we're focusing on big guns right now. I want probably Mark 315s for when we do the next capital ship. Oh, there's still some chocolate milk in here. Yeah, the Vicks and Clemsons could also... Hold on a second. Destroyers, and then... Yeah, it'd be Wicks and Clemsons because everything else after that is too modern. Fubukis! The Fubukis were 20s, Avocado. Well, I would honestly say, like the Fubukis, they, they to me seem, if they weren't like destroyed and everything, the destroyer class that of the 20s, maybe the most, yeah, I just noticed them and didn't even see your saying of them. But yeah, it's a feasible design. The Fubukis might actually work. Might actually work. They have the, especially if, like they historically did, they had the, historically they had the ability to put the long lances on. So if you can fit the long lances on them, I think you can definitely refit them for missile era work. For missile era combat. For the biggest World War II, yeah, that's Shimakaze. Yep, 15 24-inch torpedoes. But we know for World War II designs, like, hell, look at how many Fletchers, Gearings, and Sumners, how long they lived on for. We sort of already know what their missile age combat specifications and stuff like that are like. Because as well, another. Especially as, in the case of the Gearings at least, the last, the last of the Gearings to go out of service was the early 2000s. Which also, realistically as well, was actually the same time when... It was 2001 when the last Fletcher in any Navy left service. That was the Mexican... That was the one the Mexicans had, which then had a lot of people interested in trying to preserve her. But then the Mexicans just essentially one night stealthily kidnapped her and shot her. That's essentially to say, that they under everyone's noses scrapped her, very quickly scrapped her. Which is an unfortunate loss because it's a Fletcher class destroyer, and those are really great and should have had more preserved than what we do have. But also as well, this is just the more nerdy side of the, with the history of the Fletchers and stuff. The one that, the Mexicans had and was the final Fletcher in active service in last one to be decommissioned and everything, was the last surviving round bridge Fletcher. Because all the Fletchers that survive today, Kidd, Sullivan's, Case and Young and Velos, they're all the square bridge type. And none of the round bridge Fletchers survived. Which of the types I actually more prefer the look of the round bridge type. Sort of like the same bridge type as the Atlanta classes. I think I may actually want to go against the Brits next. They're like the biggest and the baddest nation alive. Still alive, sorry. Other than us. But I'm just counting the praises that there is still Fletcher classes left. As there are many great ship classes out there that have no members of them left, that could have had the chance to have members left. Yorktown class aircraft carriers, Enterprise. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent there. Oh wait, no, hold on a second as well. I'm getting more. Oh yeah, the Queen Elizabeth class battleships with war spy. Oh yeah, that could have been set. Oh wait, no, they didn't save her. Any of the four stackers? Four stacker flush. Oh wait, no, we couldn't save those. Oh yeah, how about any ship with any sort of historical precedent? Other than HMS Belfast in the Royal Navy, that ever existed in the Royal Navy? Oh wait, no. Oh, and Avocado, this one's going to be a dig at your countrymen. How about a destroyer escort that was the oldest ship in our navy and probably one of the most historically significant we had, that we were going to preserve but capsized and sank, and so we just scrapped her. Or at least the reports I'm seeing say you scrapped her. The old countryman scrapped her, that is. What else? What else of ship restoration stuff could I go off of? Oh yeah, people are our people are more concerned of saving a ship from another nation than saving the last of a certain type of ship that we built of our own. America with SS United States. I'm just now going off at nations and not preserving their ships. What else? Oh, dig it, the Germans here. The opportunity to save the only surviving battle cruiser in history! And they refused it. They refused it. Had no involvement with the Mad Mustache Man. Had no involvement with World War II, as Turkey was neutral. And was an important part of German history in terms of their naval stuff. And they scrapped it! Right, yeah, there's me going off about, your Voots being scrapped. Anything else I can go on about? Oh yeah, another dig at the Americans with their museum ships. You had the chance to save one of the most famous ships from your civil war from the side that won, and you very nearly did it until then you abandoned it because your president died. Yeah, that is actually a true statement. Because Roosevelt was planning to open up a naval museum and had ships selected for it. Of those ships, only Olympia, Constellation, and Constitution survive. And, among the ships was supposedly going to be a 4-stacker destroyer, which I already mentioned. Mentioned in the rants of not being saved. And also as well was going to be a ship that was a flagship for some guy during the Civil War where he said a famous quote of, "Damn the torpedoes, charge," or something like that. Mines being referred to as torpedoes back in that day. All money and resources to one ship from history. I would say the Renown class. That's my, just because the Renown class, that class has got the size to be able to have upgrades. It's sort of like the Iowas. It's got the size and the speed that it can still... that it can get upgrades and still be viable in modern naval combat. To some extent. But then also as well, it's still got... while admittedly less big caliber guns than the Iowas, it's still got 6 15-inch guns, which, while it is on the lower end of actual capital ship armament, it's still nothing to sneeze at. Or I would go with a slightly modified R class with maybe triple turrets. Sorry, not R class, renown class. Yes, I know my answer has changed from in the past, because in the past I was going off of like, oh, historic ship that should have been saved, Warspite, but I'm going off a more calculating which class might have the best future ability to it. But then also consider this as well. Renown, she was the fast, and I think this is also the fact as well. She was the fastest capital ship until the Iowas. She shared this fact with Hood. The fastest in active service capital ships until the Iowas. That's also in part why I'm saying well, I would say a Renown or a slightly later built Renown with triple turrets. But then also, as compared to something like Iowa, Renown, while still having size to her, is on a smaller end of things. She's going to be less of a target on radars than an Iowa. Still going to be a massive target, yes, but then you have the carriers, which are even bigger targets than that. But yeah, Eugen did have the problem that because the German crew weren't on board, no one really knew what to do when she broke. It's part of the reason why she did, unfortunately, get nuked, but I know quite a few people would actually say, oh, they'd wish to have seen Prince Eugen survive as a museum ship and stuff, but I honestly see Eugen surviving as a museum ship as being unfeasible in many ways, because Eugen has no importance to the Americans. The Americans, yeah, they got her through their peace deal, but Eugen is a ship that is to them very much out of very much surplus. They could have even have not have got her and still have been A-okay for heavy cruisers. Not only that, but Eugen herself, for how much of a good ship she was, her entire design is inefficient. It's inefficient due to many things. One of the examples I'm going to make is Krupp's insistence on sliding breach blocks. A war trophy, yes, but probably other than a tour for some war bonds during the very last echoes of the Pacific War when the Americans are planning, I think it's Operation Downfall, the invasion of Japan. That might have been a use for her, other than obviously later, eventually Crossroads. But if you want my honest opinion on it, I definitely think that after that, and if she wasn't used in Crossroads, that Eugen being surplus and other different countries' technology, that she would just be scrapped. Should just be scrapped, or if you want to go complete alternate reality, she gets sold off to, let's say, the Soviets, for example. Although me mentioning the Soviets is... I've actually got an alternate reality idea on how she could actually survive. I'm thinking this is sort of a different circumstance where she isn't used in Crossroads, but she is instead used for a war bonds tour, and then during that time the Americans get very concerned that Operation Unthinkable might actually have to happen, and so they return the ship to the Kriegsmarine. Oh well, sorry, not the Kriegsmarine, the West German Navy, the Bundesmarine. I think that's how it's pronounced. Do not quote me on that pronunciation. And then she's kept around by the Bundesmarine for sort of in the same vein of how the Italians kept the Dorias. Is because then there is at least some naval force in case the Soviets try anything. And then that's probably a way she could survive, because of the losing nations of World War II, the Germans actually have the most preserved of the ships that fought for them. They have a couple of U-boats, a few of the U-boats that fought for them, and then, while not exactly preserved by them, they have an S-boat. An S-boat preserved, and there's another one that's been used as a marina for a yacht club that's being scrapped as well. But thinking about it, that would be like my sort of running theory with a reality that Eugen survives, is that she gets returned to the Germans under a similar vein as to how the Italians were able to keep Doria and Giulio. while we're at these hulls now, we're not going to go straight into those hulls though. We're going to do a modernised Dreadnought first. Got you and you. So I'm going to do this one first. This one first, 44,000 tons. Free enhanced, that's like the biggest one with that. The decent looking stern section. Then you there. Yeah, I could do 2 of each of them. Actually, I'm going to go with this funnel, because then, yeah, I'd sort of then the multiple engine rooms all trunk into one. Yeah, we'll go with a truncated funnel on this design. Electrohydro 2 steering, shaft free, reinforced 2, double bottom, anti-torpedo there. Our new Krupp all or nothing armor, because we just got that as well. Although this is a modernized Dreadnought hull and design, which no, it'll be fine. Now this thing, I'm thinking we follow a similar. Yeah, it's the max length. Enlarged forward barbette, like so, there. And we're going to go with 16-inch triples in ABX layout. I'm essentially going to be doing, like your Peugeot Type 3, Avocado. And then this thing is going to be using an all 4-inch secondary layout. $24 knots, that's the same fleet speed as everyone else. A 16.5 layout, 5.2 layout. Four, two, one, 2, 1, nothing. Casements like that. Ah, you're only letting small caliber in there. Okay, I guess. .1 inch. We're 40 tons over. Conning tower 7-inch. Conning tower 6-inch. Oh, this is an AON, so maybe a freeze on the extendeds. Freeze on the extendeds. Okay. Modernized battleship numero uno is completed. Okay, looks like you're getting the bigger hull then. No, I'm not talking about this forward-firing one. Yet. Not exactly, French Isle. We can't do 33 knots. Yes, you're stuck with, at best, 15-inch guns. For now. With the, Peugeot Type 6. Right, 18s. Now, which tower do you want to go for? 3 enhanced is the easiest to connect up with another tower, because we can easily connect you up with that. Or we could... No, but then that doesn't look good. Right, so same tower layout I did. Okay, Peugeot Type 6, enlarged, forward superimposed. Wait, Avocado, you're an idiot. You broke your own rules making the Peugeot Type 3, because the Peugeot Type 3 uses 16s. Tower that can fit with compact. No, not exactly fit with it, but... If I can make these two as close together as possible, it somewhat works. Right. Towers are set. Okay, 15-inch guns. Okay, 16 then. Yeah, ABXY triples. ABX and then... Well, if we're going ABXY, it might be a bit of a better stylistic choice to go with the... it's up to you. Up to you. Keep the compact, or do you want to go with the battle... no, we can't even fit the battle cruiser stern end on. Never mind, we have to keep the compact. Yep, Montana-esque. time. Let's stand it out everything, and then let's just in the interest of saving weight, we're going with turbo electrics just for now on the moduling. I know you dislike it, but it saves weight, okay? If we have enough weight afterwards, I will change that out. We do have AON, by the way, now for armor schemes. Unbalanced rudder. No, Modern 3 has better specs. Modern 3 is as well a few hundred tons heavier. It's up to you. What tower? Yeah. Right, compressing the towers down. Sorry, the guns into the towers. Yes, 5-inch. Well, this is this particular French design, so 5-inch secondary setup complete. Wait, that doesn't work. There. 5-inch secondary setup complete, sir. Oh, hold on. You could even get a 3 point. There we go. We've done the French layout for all this. The French. Oh, no. There's 2 sets. There's 2 triple 3.1s. It's useful for, oh shit, we're about to die. Let's kill the destroyer that's gonna kill us. See, it's not a single one, it's 2 triple sets. Oh, also, yippee! 2 more sets! Okay, a few more sets. Right, I will get some more stuff done here first. Meanwhile, nailed. That's the only decent fire angle while keeping on the nodes. Other than that one, but then that one is blocked. You know what? Let's just replace all the 5s with 3.1s. Hey, Scarlett! How are you? How are you? Good to hear, annoying sister. Right. Okay. Now this is where things go to absolute hell, Avocado. The armor. Oh no. Right. Starting compro. Oh no, I already said I wouldn't do that again. Right. Okay. We have 99 problems. We have 99 problems, but overweight ain't one. Wait, no, doesn't the song go 99 problems, but you're bitching? No, never mind. We're already running a lighter funnel. We still only have 99 problems. Sorry, 99%. Actually kind of has a bit of a better look to our platform there and stuff. Right, removing the deck, 3.1s. We haven't even done armor. We need our armor, Avocado. Aren't we supposed to finish the armor before the sacrifices? Armor, we need the armor. Montana never had an armor layout. Montana never had an armor layout. Montana never survived long enough to get an armor layout. You need to hurry up, though. I'm honestly saying that because I don't have much time. Sorry, I don't have much time left. I apologize, but until I start my job, I don't have the unlimited time that I would be having for paying towards. Well, until I start my proper start date instead of just the trial shift and stuff. And so I kind of have to. Right, 1655, 10, 2, 2. Da da. Da da. Da da. Do. Did. Da. Do. Da. Da. Dad. Dead. 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 We can actually feed you with a better funnel. Dead. 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 Okay. Dead. 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 Da da da. Okay, with this armor layout, we are actually light. Da 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 da. Yes, we can. 50 cals. 16-inch 50 cals. Willkommen to the new era of the Marine Nationale. Da 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 Da, da, da. No, we can't. We can't even go up to 55s, even if it would fit with the weight. Da 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 dum, da dum da dum, da 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 dum, da dum dum da dum. Da da dum da dum 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 da 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 dum da dum 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 da 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 dum dum da dum dum da dum da dum 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 da dum dum da 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 dum. The speed and power. No. The speed. No. No. That was my very horrible attempt to vocally do a bass line. Actually, are you aware of the song "Hysteria" by Muse? Well, listen to that song, then you'll know what I was attempting. No, that can't happen, Avocado. Damn you, game. Right, saving. Okay, so twins. Congratulations, Avocado. You're having twins. So am I with my shit. Oh! Avocado! Let's take a quick second to analyse the costs of our two ships. My two cost a total of 796 million. Yours, 1.572 billion. Right, there's your twins. Your expensive twins. Oh, God. Right, let's get the save into 1922. Damn it, with how much they cost, people would think that your twins are selfish brats. How much money they get spent on them. Yeesh. Also, the Last Wars was nowhere near anywhere with a cartel in. That's South American and Central American. We haven't even touched those areas yet. Well, we have reached the time that is the end of this stream. The end of the stream. I hope you enjoyed, mostly Avocado, because he's the only one who's seen this entire stream. YouTube viewers, I also hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you again. Silent service going silent.